Hi friends. Okay, yesterday we talked about is coaching selling. Today we're going to talk about what exactly we do as coaches. So I'm actually filming a day in the life of a coach to kind of give you like a behind the scenes, like what do I actually do as a coach? Because I think we have these ideas in our head and sometimes they're not very accurate. A lot of times it's fear driven. And so my goal isn't to convince you. My goal is simply to dissect this and help you see if it's something you have a heart nudge to do. Chances are, if you are talking yourself out of it, that's a clear indication that you need to dig into this more. It doesn't mean you have to say yes or do what I do, okay? But we're just talking it through. So before we get started on that, there's two kinds of coaches, okay? There's a discount coach, and that means that you're a diehard like me. You love it and you just want to get a discount. That's totally cool. You're maybe a hobby coach, like maybe you share it with a friend or a neighbor or a sister, whatever. There's zero pressure, there's zero obligation. I'm still going to support you the same because as your coach, my goal is to help you get momentum on your journey. Not to have some beach body or look a certain way, but really just to feel super proud of where you're at and how you're showing up and to get those habits in place to change your whole freaking life like I did, okay? The second kind of coach is a coach. Maybe you want to make a little bit of income. Maybe you need to make a lot of income. There's no income guarantees with Beachbody. I have to enter the disclaimer, #duh. It's all based on your own effort and skill. And to be really honest, it's a consistency game. This is multi-level marketing. It is, okay? And that's not a scam. It is simply just a way that the company is structured. Beachbody makes it really easy for us to help other people and to be focused on our own journeys. And I love that. So really, there is no limit. The sky is your limit. Your limiting self-belief is your limit. And as your coach, I can't force you to do anything, and I certainly can't make a miracle happen in your life. But if you're like me and you love this and you live this, then you need to keep listening, okay? So my job is my journey. I kind of talked about that yesterday, and we could really simplify this into just like a handful of things, okay? That is drink a shake, do a workout, read a book, share your journey. Drink a shake, do a workout, read a book, share your journey. That's what we do as coaches. And you might be doing all those things, but not like sharing your journey in the way I share my journey, and that's still okay. So the way I work this into my life, I have always been kind of a proponent of doing this in pockets and breaking it up throughout my day, making it fit my life. That way it's always flexible and it can slide around depending on what's happening with my kids or work or travel or vacation or any of that. And I still love that there's the flexibility, but I have found for me personally, when I work it in pockets, it tends to take over my whole life and I'm thinking about it way too much. So I'm moving more towards taking an hour, maybe 2 a day, it's still bite-sized, right? It's not your entire day, and getting the things done that I know will serve me, will develop me, and will help other people on their journeys, okay? I have a whole bunch of things, a whole bunch of tools available to you if you want to plug into them to simplify it so that you're not like, well, what does that mean? How do I do this? There is always a plan if you want to follow it, but this is your journey, okay? So let's back the bus up to those 4 things. Do a workout, drink a shake, read a book, share your journey, okay? So this is how I fit it into my life. I get up every single morning a little bit ahead of my kids. It's summer right now, so everyone's sleeping in later, which is awesome. And that's my morning routine time. It has been a struggle lately because I get on my phone and then I tend to scroll, and that's not serving me. So last night I decided nothing is going to change unless I take some action to change it. Nothing in your life will change, whether you're just rocking your own personal journey or you want to coach or you already are coaching and trying to help people. Nothing will change unless you make a decision and set yourself up for success. So last night before I went to bed, I pulled some books off my bookshelf. You could go to the library. You don't have to buy anything, okay? And I put them out so that when I got up this morning, all I had to do was make my coffee or tea and then sit down. I did not get on my phone. This seems to be the tricky thing. And I think for so many coaches, for so many of us, we're so hyper connected. It's really easy to go down a rabbit hole and scroll and compare and all those things. But this morning I was like, you know what? I'm working on me because my job is my journey. You guys are helping me with this, right? So I did. I spent about 30 minutes doing the things that serve me. I listen to my vision I have recorded. I do a quick meditation. Some days I succeed. Some days I'm totally a squirrel chasing my brain around the room. But it's my journey, right? I did a devotional this morning. I read a couple pages out of my book, and that was it. I put on my own oxygen mask. So even if you're not here to coach or grow a business or make an impact, you guys, putting on your own oxygen mask and front loading your day will change how you show up to it. And I know that's a sacrifice because some of you already have to get up to go to work, you have a really early rising kid, and some of you, your morning routine will need to be your evening routine. This is about not becoming a clone of me, but figuring out how this can serve you and how this can help you. So if you don't already have a morning routine in place, please, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it all freaking adds up. When you read the really great personal development books, when you poll people who have made huge impacts and made great wealth in their lives, the things they always have in common are the same. And the morning routine, having that time where they work on their own mindset, is a non-negotiable. So that read a book, boom, that's right there. That's in my morning routine time. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, it all freaking adds up. After that, I make my unicorn juice. You see me do this on social every single day. It's an all-natural plant-based workout. In fact, I still have the dregs right here. It's not cocaine. I don't feel like I need to cut my grass with scissors when I'm done drinking it. I really like it. Is it for everyone? No, but I love it. So I love it. I share about it because I love it. See, I'm not trying to sell. I love this, so I share about it. So I drink my unicorn juice and then I get on Zoom. Do you have to get on Zoom? Do you have to host something? No, you don't. To me, this works great. So I log on to Zoom. It's a standing day open to all my coaches, clients, customers, everyone in the tribe. You're welcome to join us as well. 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. We say hi, we mute, we do our workouts. We're not all doing the same thing. Not everyone even does Beachbody every single day. I try other things sometimes too. Some days I get on a rest day so I can meditate or just to have that community, because the community, the tribe, that is such a game changer. Okay, so that is, I did a workout, right? So I've read my book, I did a workout, then I'm gonna drink my shake. I drink my shake every single day because I love it. I love it. You get 25% off as a coach. I use it as a meal. I really love it. Boom, okay? We've done a workout, we drank a shake, we read a book, we worked on our mindset and our self-belief, and then you're gonna share your journey. And a lot of you might be worried about who you are on social media or how people will judge you. People are gonna judge you no matter what. People have an opinion of you. But at the end of the day, the only opinion about you that matters is your opinion. And so that's why this is so powerful for me and for so many of the people who plug into it, because it's like developing to that next level version of yourself. It's finding the joy in the journey. It's creating that consistency and building that self-belief. You guys, confidence isn't something you were just born with. Like it's a skill. It's something you have to develop and cultivate, just like joy, just like being present. These things can be tricky, but when you have accountability in place, when this becomes your job, when your journey is your job, it's a total freaking game changer. So I share my journey. I have a bod group on Beachbody On Demand. I have a Facebook group. You don't have to do it the way I do it, but this is what works for me. I plug in there, I share my accountability, I post in my stories. I repurpose a lot of content. And for those of you who are super busy and your brain is kind of exploding, like, how do I come up with what to share? You just share your day. And so some of us are busy. And so what I do, and what I'm encouraging you to do if you're thinking about this or trying to figure out how to find your footing with it, you take pictures in real time of what you're doing. That doesn't mean you're not present with your family. It doesn't mean that you're living on your phone. Like literally, you make a meal, you pick up your phone, snap a picture, you put it back down. You're reading a book, you snap a picture, you put it back down. You go for a walk, you snap a picture, you close out, you put it back down. You're collecting all these moments, and then at some point, when you have time, 5 or 10 minutes, you upload those to social media. You share about your journey. People don't want to join someone or follow along with someone who has it all figured out. That's not appealing. People want to find people like them who have struggles and have real lives and are busy. And that's what we do as coaches. We share our real, we shine the light, we share hope, and we show them how this has changed your lives. That's it. That's what I do as a coach. I have a group. I have a lot of people. So I also make sure that I devote 40 minutes to an hour to follow my action. I have like a little gray box that I follow. So it's connecting with people. It's inviting people. You don't have to do anything on social media. You could build your business all in person if that's your wheelhouse. I'm an introvert. I don't want to go out in people. So being able to work the way I work from my living room with my cats, or if we're traveling, that works best for me. You make this work for you. But that's what we do as a coach, you guys. You do a workout, you drink a shake, you read a book, you share your journey, and you repeat. And the biggest, I think, obstacle, the biggest gift for so many of us is the mindset work. It is the self-belief. And maybe you're struggling with that and you don't even have any interest in coaching. It's still the belief piece. It's still showing up every single day and making that promise to yourself and then taking the daily freaking action. It never has to be perfect. It just needs to be yours. That's what we do as coaches. That's pretty rad, right? It's pretty rad. So I love this. I'm all in with it. I was actually on my mail route today, which is another way that I get my mindset work in when I'm in the car, or if I'm doing dishes or I'm vacuuming or cleaning. I'll just like put something on because 5 or 10 minutes seems to help me a lot, especially if I'm having a rough day. I used to always listen to music, and then I kind of yo-yoed where I was always listening to personal development, and I became this consumer of information. I was like restless and felt like I was slacking or I wasn't evolving enough if I wasn't constantly indoctrinating myself with mindset work. And I realized that that is not a healthy medium either, that I don't want to be her. I don't always want to be consuming. I don't always want to be hustling. And that's why for me, working my business in pockets is something I'm moving away from. It is something I recommend to those of you who are trying to fit this in around mom life, or you have a full-time job. And so those little tiny pockets here and there, it can serve you. But if you can get up a little bit earlier, or you can stay up a little bit later, or you can cut out some of your Netflix time and just say, this is my time to make an impact. This is not my time to overthink. This is not my time to wonder what other people will think. People will think whatever they're going to think. It's not our business. It's not our business as coaches. It's not our business to convince people. We're not here to be pushy and salesy. We have a total solution. We have a coaching opportunity. We have accountability and tribe and community. We have a way to make an impact and make an income. And so we could keep that to ourselves. We could stay in our brains and overthink it, or you could take freaking action. You will fail and you will mess up, just like I have failed and I have messed up, but that's part of the journey, right? It's figuring out who you are, it's finding your voice, and it's figuring out your truth and your authentic freaking power. So as coaches, there's 2 different kinds, right? You could just hang out for your discount and help a few people here and there. If you're like, I don't want to talk to anybody, then be a preferred customer. You still get the 25% discount, okay? But there's the hobby coach, there's the full-time coach. You make this yours. If there's something in your life you're super good at, then you focus on that. That's your superpower. If you're really good at meal planning and nutrition, then you rock out with that. Maybe you're super good at mindset stuff. Maybe you love to organize things. Maybe you're really good at homeschooling. Like, there's literally something for everyone. The market is not oversaturated. When we were at Summit, one of the gals made a comment about how many coaches there are in the network. There's a lot of coaches, but a lot of those people aren't here to help other people. A lot of those people are here to focus on themselves, which is totally fine. But the amount of coaches we have wouldn't even fill up San Diego. That blew my mind. The amount of coaches affiliated with Team Beachbody wouldn't even fill up San Diego. You think about all the countries we're in, Canada, the US, the UK, how many people are unhappy and unhealthy. We don't promote diet culture. That's not what this is. This is about finding a lifestyle that rewires you from the inside out. That is why reading a book, doing the mindset work, that is why that is as important and as critical and as life freaking shifting as the workouts, as the nutrition, as the community. So at the end of the day, I make an impact. I make an income, but my job is my journey.